In today's goal, we're going to be making $20 an hour through this lunch rush. We're going to be using DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Roadie. Whatever we can do to hit our goal. So let's see who's going to start us off today. All right, we just picked up our very first order, which it said it's the Meltdown, but technically it's just Denny's. But this is not an actually good ideal order at all. It's $5.25, 4.8 miles. And I'm sure you're like, what the heck? Why are you taking that? That's not a great idea if you want to try to get $20 an hour. And you know what? You're exactly right. But right now, I just started at like 10 o'clock, just a touch early from lunch. I know it might be a little slow, and it is. That's what sucks. I started out seeing like with Uber Eats like $3 for like 5 miles. Then I saw $8 for 22 miles. I'm just like, oh dang, I'm in trouble. Had nothing on Roadie. It took forever just to get this DoorDash order. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to bear and weather the storm. Take what I can get right now. So hopefully when it's about 11 o'clock, sometimes I can get a catering order and balance this thing out. Then you can also see this on a flip side. This is an AR move. What I call an AR move is an acceptance rating move on DoorDash that I'm just taking it basically for the acceptance rating. Because currently I'm at 75%, which isn't that bad, but within my rolling 100, I'm going to have to keep up that metric. So the biggest goal of what I'm going to be having right now is mainly just keep dashing, just keep going until I hit my goals, or at least come close. Now this says that I'm gonna actually drop this off at 10:24. I know most likely I can get another order, but if I can squeeze in 3 within an hour, that would be great, but that's definitely not promised. So let's go ahead and let's drop it off. All right, we got that $5.25. $2 of that was actually a tip. $3.25 was the actual base pay. Now I just really need to get some orders that's really gonna pick up the pace, keep me going. But if I see anything that's like upside down, where the miles is over the money, that's what I'm gonna try to avoid like the plague. Now, I think I just dodged one of the biggest bullets ever. And this has to be the most ridiculous order that I've seen this week with this DoorDash. $4.75, 14.7 miles. Picking up 2. Oh my gosh. I will gladly go down to 74% acceptance rating. Even though it took me a few more minutes, I finally received this offer of $11.25, 5.1 miles. Oh yeah, we'll take this glorified banger all day long. This doesn't quite make me where I actually want to be in my first hour with only $16.50. But the day's not over yet. We still have time to turn this thing around. For this to be like, what? What $16.50? Yeah. All right, that's $11.25 in the bag. So come on, DoorDash, what do you have for me next? All right, now as I'm on my way back to my zone, I got this order right here. It's $18 for 9.4 miles. It's a catering order going to Chipotle. Don't worry about that one item because it's gonna be more than one item. Most of the driving is gonna be interstate driving, just getting to that Chipotle over there. And the ending destination is only gonna be like 2 miles, 3 at the most. But let me break it down what this order does. This is still right in a zone with a bunch of other restaurants. And it'd be nice if I had something to bring me back into this area, but I'm not gonna hold my breath to that one. Now, the bad side about that area is sometimes that might be the area where it wants to bring down my acceptance rating because it wants to send me orders that's take me into certain parts of Dallas, not just where I don't wanna go, but it's gonna be low to no tip, like a $5 for 8 miles, 10 miles. So we'll see what happens. But this 18 bucks is how you doing good. Let's go. Now the bad news is the order wasn't even started. I was like, oh my gosh, you're killing me, Petey, you're killing me. But the good news is it didn't take them that long to whip it up. It wasn't that much. It's like only one box and a couple bags, and that was it. And here's another beautiful news. It's less than a mile away. Let's go get that money. Now we just got that $18 in the bag. Now, here comes the crossroads right now. It's like, do I need to go back to my area or do I want to stay here and kind of chance it? It's really in between. I'm not too sure which one to do. Most of the time I usually head back, but I'm going to try to just kind of stick around here just a little bit. If I don't get anything that quick, I'm going to head on back then. Yes, it will be some dead miles, but it's probably some dead miles I'd rather take. And I'm also open to take an AR move to take me back as well. Decisions. Yeah. I really just like to have a super order to take me back. That'd be glorious. But we will see. What will we get next as the dasher turns? All right, now right when I was about to give up, about to actually get on the interstate to go back, I get an offer here where I'm going to have to make this little U-turn. $7.94, 4.3 miles. I'll do that. And barring any type of catastrophic breakdown, this is going to push us over $20 an hour in my first 2 hours of work. Unless you just want to look at it as one poor first hour and one banger second hour, it doesn't really matter. We're taking the money. Now Chipotle had it ready this time, which is absolutely beautiful. Now I just got 2.4 miles to go, so let's go deliver. All right, we just dropped off, and now we got that 7 and change, bring us to a grand total of $42.44. We still got another 10 minutes to complete this hour. I would love to get another order before this hour is up. Let's see if that's going to be possible. Hopefully it is, because it's not even 12 o'clock yet. And still yet $20 an hour is still kind of up in the air. And this looks like a decent one. It's $10, 7.5 miles. And if I look at that map right, it's taking me back to where I want to go. How beautiful. All right, wasn't too long of a wait, just a few minutes. Now we just got 6 miles, 13 minutes to get to the customer. And overall, I am just thrilled that this is taking me back to where I want to go. And even though I am clearly over $20 an hour right now, I know it doesn't actually take very much to ruin my average. A lot of times it's a W-2 call calling me. Then there might be some AR moves that DoorDash wants to throw in there, or just upside down orders as well that they throw in. Then that will just cause me to wait and wait. But I'm sure they're like, hey, I gave you really good orders. Take some crap. I don't want to take crap. Phil don't want to take crap. All right, now let's go ahead and make it to the customer. Let's go. That was an easy little drop off right there. Just had to leave it at the door. Definitely not complaining about that. Oh, here's an ugly order. It is $6.75, 7.4 miles. Wingstop. I'm going to actually skip out on this one. I don't like that one, but I know I probably could be getting something worse here in a minute. Hopefully not. Positive thoughts. Good news is that only brought me down to 77%. So somewhere along there with those orders, I got jumped up a little bit because I was down to 74%. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. 725 plus 3 miles. And it takes me a mile just to get there. So it's gonna be 2 miles. How you doing? And this is how I can actually mostly just do DoorDash. Because when I'm platinum, I can get some of these high paying offers, catering orders. I don't really have to freak out and try to be doing all these different apps, even though it's good to have these apps, because there might be some days where it might be going slow, but mostly I'm doing DoorDash orders. Even though I do have to take some of those orders like that I did do in the beginning, like the 525, 4.8 miles, I just had to eat that for the AR move because I'm anticipating better orders ahead. Because if I just drop that one and it's an easy one just to take, and granted, it's not really that easy to take because sometimes you feel like you just got to suck it up and just do it. But you also seen some of those orders that I completely avoided. Those are the ones I will use my acceptance rating that I'm willing to bring my acceptance rating down for. What's bad is sometimes you get some of those orders, it's just like DoorDash will just start raining them down. It's like 8, 9, 10 in a row, it seems like at times. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And there's times where I fell out of platinum because the orders are so bad. But I'm always getting it right back to where I needed to be. The days aren't always like that. But days like this is when dashing is just made easy. Now I'm sure if I keep on going past my lunchtime hours, and I might be around 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, that would bring my average down for sure. Because those aren't the key hours such as the lunch and the dinner rush hours. But if you're full time, that really won't even matter. Because if you're full time, you're just trying to hit your goal. And you still have to look for those orders like we've been even like getting today. And still dodging the ones that we've been dodging today. All right, so here we are at Little Caesars. Let's go in. All right, easy pickup. It was in the portal, so that made it even better. I only had to pick up 4. I was starting to wonder, since it was like that 7 and change plus, and it'd probably just go up to $8. But hey, you never know. So let's find out. It was $7.75. That was the total, which brings us at $60.19. And it's just now $12:30. But DoorDash, they immediately sent me another order. Apparently it's busy. This was a stacked order that I didn't take. And it was like 11 and change for like 12 something miles. And now they got me another one, a piece of poo order, $3.25, 2.8 miles. I'm declining that as well. We are right here in the middle of lunch and it's about to be over, but I'm still trying to get some of those higher paying orders. And this is what I was talking about, how DoorDash will rain it down when they build you up. $2, 3.5 miles, D to decline. Now it's just like, how far am I going to be able to withstand the pain? Here we go. I'll do this one. Stacked order, $11, 5.3 miles, Taco Bell and Chipotle. Yes, it is over $2 per mile. I would like this to be a little bit more money per customer. It'd be great if it was $6, $7 per customer, which made up to maybe like $14. But at this point, I just don't think beggars can be choosers right now. So you can almost think this as an AR move, but yet it's 11 and change, which is going to put me at $70 in my first 3 hours. So let's keep it stacking. So the Taco Bell order wasn't exactly ready, but it didn't take long for them to whip that thing up. The Chipotle order was ready. Now I'm already on my way. But you know what? I just can't help to wonder, because one of these items, because the Taco Bell order, that's actually a nice amount of food. This Chipotle order is not so much. This makes me wonder if there's like, if all of the tip is actually on the Taco Bell order. Is this a true piece of crap sandwich where one don't have any tip and the other one has all the tip, and it's still just a $2 base pay, just to make it feel like, dang, DoorDash was able to squeak one by? Let's find out of the details of these orders. Well, it turned out the base pay was $2, and you know what? There was actually tips on both of them. The Chipotle order had $4, the Taco Bell had $5. And another great thing was these orders were like really close together, less than a half a mile away, and it just now turned 1 o'clock. But here's the crazy thing was, I started having app issues at this last stop. And it's been a while since I've had some issues like that, where I had to completely uninstall DoorDash and reinstall it. Then I can go and take my picture and everything. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But it has been worse. And I can definitely tell that things have even been better than it was last year for me. But right now we're at $71.19 for 3 hours, which brings us a total of $23.73 per hour. And I drove for 49 miles. Thanks for taking a ride with me. And if you would, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and see me in the next video.